Hello, family. Thank you again for tuning in to Gracie's channel. I'm so grateful to have you here. I know you have so many more things to do, but I'm glad that you want to educate yourself. You want to empower yourself. Thank you so much for being here. Today, we're going to be talking about the likes and dislikes of physical therapy, like some of the things that one likes or that I like, and some of the things that I didn't like about physical therapy. So, like any other job, there's days that you feel really good about your job, and there's days that you're like, oh my God, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be doing this. So, one of the things that I really love about physical therapy is that you actually meet so many wonderful people. You meet a lot of wonderful people. Like you can learn from them as much as you're treating patients and you're giving them so much value. You can learn from your patients. So if you're a people person, even if you're not a people person, I mean, you can still build, like, if you're one of those people like me that, like a cozy environment, and you can build a wonderful rapport with your patients. It's like sometimes your patients, like, you build a really good relationship with them because these are people that you're going to be seeing over a period of time, maybe a period of 6 weeks, months even. So you tend to build a good relationship with the people that you work with. Another benefit of working as a physical therapist is that, I've met so many wonderful people. Like, like your work colleagues, like if you're in good rapport or good relations with your work colleagues, like, man, your workplace is going to be on fire. Like, you would live to go to work. You would cherish going to work if the people you work with, like, you really click with them, you make it fun, the atmosphere, that's a really wonderful thing. Like working as a physical therapist. Another advantage of working as a physical therapist for me is the fact that, physical therapy gives you like more flexibility that maybe some other jobs might not give you. So, like, you can work from 9 to 5, you can work from 3. Some places would let you work from 7 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. I mean, some workplaces are very kind. They're very flexible. Some places will let you work part-time, especially if you're a family person and, you have to pick the children up from school. Those times are so valuable. Like, those times are really important. So that's an advantage of working. You can also, of working in as a physical therapist. Also, the another advantage is the flexibility of being a physical therapist. You can work anywhere. You can work in a hospital, you can work in a nursing facility, you can work in an outpatient clinic, you can work in a gym, you can work as a hospital-based therapist. Or you can work as an agency physical therapist. So if depending, you can still work in different rotations as a hospital-based physical therapist, and also as agency physical therapist. You can also work in different locations. So it just depends on you, but the flexibility is there. Like, the flexibility is amazing. The flexibility is there. And like I said, another advantage is you develop a lot of like good relationships. You work in a wonderful team, so you build your self-confidence and person confidence, basically. So the disadvantages of working as a physical therapist is, like, for me, I really hate the fact where you have to write notes. So after you treat a patient, you must document what you did with that patient. If you don't document, it's just as well as not seeing that patient. They would count it for you that you didn't see the patient. So that's really like, annoying. That's really, it's like you're doing double work. So that's one thing that I personally, I didn't like it, but I had to do it because it's part of your professional conduct, it's part of your professional requirements. Okay, another thing that I didn't like is some people, when they come to physical therapy, they have this mentality that you are going to fix them. So some people are going to be like, well, I broke my knee. Okay, just fix it. You know, it's not going to happen like that. We're not miracle workers. Even though we try to help, we're not miracle workers. You have to put in the work. You have to be motivated. You have to be, it's your own health. You need to take responsibility of your health. So we're there to push you, to encourage you, to motivate you, but at the same time you have to put in the work to get the output. If you don't put in the work, you're not going to see the output. So another thing that I don't like in physical therapy is like sometimes, the patients, you build a really good relationship with patients, and then maybe you come in one day and that patient is no longer there, like they died. That's a really, really like emotional for me. So if you, it's hard, but you can get counseling. You can, but it's hard because some patients, you've seen them for a very long time, maybe for many years, depending on what they have, and then that eventually they're going to pass on, and sometimes you don't even expect it and it just happens, and that can be really, really heart-wrenching. That can be really, really painful. But you can get counseling services for that. So that is an area that I don't really like in physical therapy. So another thing that I don't like in physical therapy is sometimes the schedules can be so busy, or you can double book. Patients can be double booked, or maybe if like a colleague is not well or something, that person's caseload is going to be pushed down to you. Or in some places where I've worked in places where the staffing is so low. The staffing is so low. So for me, that time, it meant that I had to go around 5 different wards seeing patients, and these wards had about 30 patients each, and you have to go around and it's good exercise because it was over 3 floors, but seriously, like, that was like, oh my God, by the time I went home, I was like, okay, I've had it. So these are some of the things that, are positive and negative, but all in all, every job has good and bad. So let's take the good and the bad as well. And it's just life experience. So thank you again for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Leave your comments below. If you have any questions, you can ask. I will try my best to reply your messages. Thank you. Really appreciate you. Bye.